everybody, it's Megan. Thanks so much for joining me today. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer or subscriber. Thank you everyone for taking time out of your day to watch this video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my finale or my final update for my summer Project Use It Up for 2023. Now, if you are new to this type of video, you just decided to click on it for fun. A Project Use It Up is where a person takes a certain number of products that they really want to focus on and use up within a certain amount of time. So that's what I did with my Bath and Body Works products. I added in some non-Bath and Body Works products, but it's a lot of bath, body care, and fragrance mists. So I did do an intro video, and I believe I have at least one update on how I was doing on this project. I meant to do an update at the end of July into August to just let you know how I'm doing. Unfortunately, by the time I got to editing that video that I had filmed, it was already like two and a half weeks into August, and I was like, I might as well just wait until the finale to let you know, because I knew that I was going to be able to film this one and upload it on time. So here we are. This is how I did. If you're interested in seeing where I started with this project, I'll leave a link to that intro video and then the updates that come after it. But if you're interested in seeing how I did total, keep watching. So here's a little sneak peek of what I have left, and as you can see, they are all at varying degrees of use, but I'm actually going to start off with what I think is the most exciting, and that is my empties. So when I started this summer project at the beginning of June, I started with 24 products, which was actually quite small for me compared to my other previous Project Use It Ups where I've had like 30 plus items. This one I only had 24, and it was with purpose. I was hoping to kind of bring in and incorporate newer products that I purchased from SAS, but also I just didn't have a lot of summer products. So at the end of June, I ended up using up 2 products completely. I will leave a link to that video where I have that update, but I did finish up Vanilla Confetti Sparkle in the shower gel and in the lotion. I no longer have those empty products because I did show them to you on screen and then I threw them out, or I recycled them. So now here is what I've been able to use up since then. So the next thing that I was able to use up was Whipped Berry Meringue, and this is in both the shower gel and in the body lotion. I'm super excited that I got to use these up. I think I mentioned in an update that this was a fragrance that I used to really love. I got a backup of, and upon using it and kind of finishing it up, I'm almost kind of over the scent. It's a little bit too sweet for me right now. It's definitely a scent that the more I use it, the less I like it. So I'm happy to use this up. I do have a backup. I'm going to put that aside and not use it for a while and come back to it. And maybe at a different point in time, it will not be as like sickeningly sweet and I'll be able to use it. So for now, I'm going to keep the backup, but I am happy to be done with these 2 products. In conjunction with that, I also finished up this Tree Hut Cotton Candy Shea Sugar Scrub. As you can see, is completely empty. I do like to rinse my stuff out so that way I can recycle it. So I did use it up. I'm not a big fan of sugar scrubs. I forget to use them, to be completely honest. This went through, I think, my spring Project Use It Up where I used it twice, and then I finally was like, you got to remember to use it in the summer Project Use It Up. So I did. It was fine. I kind of like a softer scrub. I don't really like anything that's super exfoliating. It actually irritates my skin. And this one I thought was the most exfoliating I would go. I would not go any harsher than this one. It has kind of a very kind of a loose, slightly more liquidy texture if you're not familiar with Tree Hut. It's not completely liquid, but it's almost more like a molasses texture, and I like that consistency. I don't like the sugar scrubs that are really, really hard that you have to really kind of like work water into. I'd rather already have it done for me. So I think I have one more of these, not in this scent, but in a different fragrance, and I'm going to try and use that one up and try to remind myself to not buy anymore, because it's one of those, I see people buy them and I'm like, ooh, it smells really wonderful and I think I want to use it, but then in actuality I don't really use them at all. So I got to remind myself, like, this is not something that I use very often, so I don't need to stock up and buy them. But I did enjoy that one. That cotton candy scent went with the whipped berry meringue scent. I also finished up this Native body wash. This is the Native in collaboration with Baked by Melissa, and it's the tie-dye vanilla cupcake scent. Now this one I believe is no longer currently available, but Native has sent me emails, and periodically they'll do a bring back my favorite scents. And when they do, this one usually shows up on the list on the website. So I believe there are still opportunities to purchase it moving forward, just maybe not currently right now. This one had a vanilla cupcake scent, and I think I mentioned it in an update, but it kind of had too much of a buttery gourmand scent to me, so that when I was in the shower, it smelled like buttered popcorn to me rather than cake. It was just a little bit too buttery for me. And I'm starting to kind of pick that up on a lot of Native shower gels that I have gotten. I don't know if it's just the vanilla note or the scents that I'm picking up, but they just kind of smell a little bit too buttery for me. So I enjoy the consistency. It's a little bit slightly, just like tiny, slightly more liquidy than a Bath & Body Works, but not anything like where it just runs through your loofah. It still lathers up really nicely. And like I said, I enjoy the scent in the bottle. Just when I'm actually using it in the shower, it just doesn't work for me as much as when I just smell it in the bottle. So I would not repurchase this. I am willing to try other scents though. I think in the future, any scents I try, I might want to, I gotta again remind myself to maybe stay away from bakery type notes. So that's just kind of a note for me. But that was the next product that I used up. All right, something that I'm really excited that I was able to use up is a fragrance mist. It doesn't happen very often, so I'm always excited when it does. Fragrance mists are always the hardest for me to use up. Like shower gels, body lotions, body creams, like I can go through those relatively quickly, like not like water or anything, but I mean, I use them up. I can see progress on them. But fragrance mists are very hard for me to use just because I don't have many opportunities throughout the day to spray them. However, this one I was able to use up. This is an older version, I think from 2021, of Fiji Sunshine Guavatini, which I believe they just renamed to Sunshine, Fiji Sunshine. As you can see, it's that kind of like ombre packaging. When I started the project, I was already halfway done with it, so this was not a like full use item, but I mean, I did use a whole lot of it. I think at the July update, I would have been right here, and then I managed to use up everything else. So super excited about that one. And then another product that I've had in my collection for a while is the Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower Shower Gel. This one was also from 2021. I believe this was the collection that actually came out in 2021. And then this was, I think, a repackage during SAS, summer SAS in 2021. But this one I got because I really like the scent, and I realized that the mist, for me, the mist and the shower gel and lotion smell a little bit differently. The mist smells slightly sweeter. I think that's the passion fruit, and I really like the mist because of that. But the shower gel and the lotion are a little bit muskier, especially the lotion. And I don't know if it's because the lotion is aging or it's just a slight difference in the formulation, but I didn't like the shower gel and the lotion as much, but I do really enjoy the mist. So I'm happy to get this out of my collection. I probably won't repurchase this, but maybe in the future I will get the mist again. Speaking of using up mists and also the Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower, I did actually use up the travel version of this. So I had a mini or travel version size of this in that same packaging from 2021. And I think when I started the project, I was like right around here. I think by July I had gotten here. So I basically used up like almost 2/3 or half of the bottle in the last month. I went on vacation on a cruise, and so we were down in the Caribbean. And so because of that, I was definitely spraying this a whole lot more to get use of out of it, and also because it was perfect with the weather and the trip that we were on. So again, this fragrance mist I really love. It's a little bit sweeter. I like it better than the lotion and the shower gel. All right, the last two products that I used up were also minis, and this was also from my trip on on my vacation that I just got back from, and it's the Fairy Tale mini set. So it's the shower gel and the body cream. These are a little bit older. I think these are also 2021 if I'm reading the packaging stamp correctly. I had actually started with about 2/3 of the bottle left. I was right about here when I started the project, and probably roughly the same amount in the body cream. So I just used these up. It took me a little bit, probably about a week and a half to get through the shower gel, and then a little bit longer to get through the body cream, like an extra day or two. But this is a scent that I didn't like when I first got it. To me, I think, is there maybe an amber note in this? There's something where it smells sweet in the bottle, but on my skin with my skin chemistry, it just came out a lot more like an amber note, or like that kind of note. I don't know if amber is the right word, but it was just not as sweet, but it also wasn't musky or earthy either. And so because of that, I wasn't a big fan of Fairy Tale, which is why I only got the minis. I actually had a full size of the whole set and ended up returning them, but I ended up with the minis. And I also have a travel size of YSL's Libra, which I know is supposed to be like, this is supposed to be like a dupe of it. And the same thing happens where, you know, I spray Libra on like a piece of paper and it smells beautiful, you know, and I really, really like it. But then on my skin, something changes and it's not as sweet smelling on me. So I'm happy to use these up. It's not going to be a repurchase for me, but I do understand why a lot of people like it, because it does have that kind of pleasant perfumey smell. And I do agree, it does smell a lot like YSL's Libra. All right, so let's get into all the rest of the products that I did not finish up, but some of them I am so close to being done. They're almost like honorable mentions. You'll probably see them briefly in my project Use It Up for fall, because I want to carry them over, but I'll use them up so quickly, like, you know, they'll be gone within the first month. And one is Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower in the lotion. So one of the things I've noticed is that I take a little bit longer to finish the lotions than shower gels. And so I finished the shower gel probably a few weeks ago, but only now am I able to, I did take a break because I went on vacation. I didn't take this with me, but it's probably been an extra week of me working on this. I am right about here. I'm right at where the top of this container starts to curve inward. I think I have probably about 2 more uses left. Maybe 1 if I really lather it on, but I think 2 is more of a realistic number. So I think I can finish this up in the next 2 days and be done, but I did want to let you know officially at the end of this project, Use It Up for summer, I'm still working on it. Another one I'm a little bit sad to say I'm still working on, but I am going to continue and use it up because I'm so close to being done. And I think in the update, the first update I did, I said, like, if I don't finish it, I'm fine and I'll just put it away. No, I've changed my mind because I'm so close to being done. And this is the Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. So I think by July I was right about here, but I managed to use up like almost half of that. So I have this much left. Like, I feel like it would be such a waste of space to put it back into my collection right now and not use it. I feel like I just want to use it up. I have enjoyed this scent a whole lot. I know some people kind of feel like it has that artificial vanilla scent. And at first I had said no, to me it doesn't smell artificial. I can kind of see that now, but at the same time I like that. I like it a little bit more than the buttery gourmand vanilla. I think that's what it comes down to. I'm not as big of a gourmand vanilla as I thought I was, especially when it has that buttery cake or like pastry note to it. But this one actually doesn't really have that, despite having the cake pop on the front. And so I like this scent a little bit better. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to push this into my fall project, Use It Up, and try to just finish it real quick in the first like week or 2 of September. But that one, technically, still going. All right, everything else, I definitely still have a lot of product left, and I'm gonna go ahead and share them with you in groups. So I'm gonna start first with the really tropical stuff that I wasn't expecting to finish up, but I do have some progress on. The first one is the travel size mist of Fiji Sunshine Guavatini. My priority was to finish the big bottle of Fiji Sunshine Guavatini, which I did, so I'm super excited about that. And then if I got to this, that would be great, but I really didn't. I think I maybe sprayed this once, but not a whole lot, so that's okay. I will put this away for one more year, and I'm okay with that. Also, I can hear my air just went on, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and push through it. It's really loud, isn't it? Anyway, let's move on. The next one is the Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower in the large size. So I did finish the travel size mist. That one, I had a decent kind of dent on it. But this one, when I started the project, I was up here. So I felt like it was more realistic for me to finish the mini than to finish this one. I still got a pretty decent amount of usage on this, considering I also was trying to work on the mini. So I'm happy with my progress on this one. Like I said, it is a scent that I really like in the mist. So I am totally okay putting this away for next summer or next spring and summer. All right, this one's kind of a one-off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and share it with you, and that is Fresh Getaway. This is something that I talked about, like not really liking the scent at all. Interestingly enough, I did get more usage out of it because I took it with me to my vacation cruise, and while I was in the warmer weather, I don't know if it just smelled better, but I started using this a lot more during my cruise, and this was actually the scent I used most often because it just felt clean and fresh compared to some of the sweeter scents that I had brought with me, and I actually really enjoyed it in the warm weather. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just the different, like the much warmer temperature than what I'm used to. I don't know if my scent preference has changed, my nose has cleared up or changed or whatever, but I actually like Fresh Getaway a little bit more. It's not a scent I would repurchase once I'm done with this, but I did use it more, and I'm willing to use it more as well. I think I had started out just right at the top of the packaging. Let's see, I don't have a pen around here, but I'm right down here right now. So again, not a whole lot used, but definitely more than what I was really anticipating, because at the beginning of the project, I was like, I'm putting it in here because I want to try and get rid of it, but I don't like it. I like it a little bit more now. I appreciate it a little bit more. So that is Fresh Getaway. Another kind of one-off, because I already finished the other products in this scent, is Whipped Berry Meringue in the Fine Fragrance Mist. As you can see here from the color, the liquid here, I'm only about a third of the way done. And like I said earlier, this is just a fragrance that is very strong, a little bit too sweet for me now. And I just can't spray a whole lot of it like I can with other scents, and I don't really want to spray a whole lot of it or respray a whole lot of it. So this is actually taking much longer than I thought I would. I thought I would, only have like a third left and I would love it and spray it a whole lot, but I actually didn't. So I'm gonna put this away for now, and like I said, maybe come back to it in, maybe in the early or late winter, early spring, and see how I like it. But for now, no more. Let's talk about Beach Nights. So Beach Nights I actually got a lot of use out of in the second month. First month, like June, I got a lot of use out of it, a little bit more use in July, and then in August I just stopped. And because I was moving on to other things, trying to get through the tropical ones. But Beach Nights, I think in July, I was at this second to last line, and then I'm down here currently. I already marked it because of this packaging. You have to shine a light through it to really see clearly. So I am right about here. I have just under half of the bottle left. And this I haven't decided yet. You'll find out for sure. I may or may not push this into my fall project, use it up. I don't know. One of the reasons why I'm leaning towards yes, I am going to continue using it, is because I've already turned the bottle upside down for the lotion, and I know I could turn it right side up, but I don't want to, because look how clean it is from just sitting. upside down for so long. Anyway, as you can see, I have about half of the lotion left, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of turned it's not a bright yellow like Wicked Vanilla Woods, but it is kind of a like beigey tone that I don't remember the lotion being. So this kind of is something that I want to use up just because it doesn't look as pleasant, and I think I would prefer to use it. In terms of the mist, I'm right about here. So I still have a whole lot of mist left. Not that much use of it out of it throughout. This was another one that was a lot stronger to me this year than what I remembered from last year, and it also smelled a little bit more artificial, so I was not as interested in respraying the mist as often as I might have wanted to with other sprays. All right, the last kind of set that I have that I did work on and make some progress on is Sunset Glow. So Sunset Glow, last year I had said this was a scent I'm over, didn't want to deal with anymore, kind of tired of it. I really liked it for summer this year, and so I think when I started my project for summer, in the intro video I didn't even have this bottle because I couldn't find it. It was like hidden away somewhere, and I was like, maybe I have this because I have it in my notes that I have it, but I can't find it. Well, I found it, and I have finished about a third of it. As you can see here, we are right at this line, and sorry about the glare from my lights. I know that kind of reflects on the bottles a little bit and makes it hard to see exactly where the line is, but we're at about a third of the bottle used, 2/3 of it left, and I did really enjoy that. For the lotion, I did have the Sunset Glow lotion. As you can see, I'm also at about a third of the way, but what I ended up using instead of the Sunset Glow lotion was where is it? Here it is. Was the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, and this one was in I can never remember the number. Whatever their original scent is, I can never remember what the Cheirosa whatever number is, and it doesn't have it on here, but this is kind of their big tub, and if you are familiar with Sol de Janeiro, it's kind of a little bit pricier, and so I wanted to prioritize using this because I thought this paired nicely. Someone had told me that this paired nicely with Sunset Glow, which it does, and I wanted to prioritize using this up first rather than using the lotion, because I feel like the lotion, I know I got it on either like clearance or like whatever, you know, like 75% off, or you know, $5.95 or $4.95 or whatever, but this one I spent some bucks on. So I also like the consistency a little bit more. This was, even though it's a body butter, it's lighter and thinner, and I thought was a little bit better for the warmer summer months, summer days. So I started out, this was completely new. I think I had only used it once, and I'm right about here. So you can say I'm about a third or maybe a fourth of the tub used. There's a little bit of an indentation where I've, you know, pulled out some of the body butter. So I think I'll continue at least to work on the body butter, maybe in combination with Sunset Glow or something else. But that's how far I got in that product. And then for the fragrance mist in Sunset Glow, this one I did have to kind of cut a line so I could see through it because of the packaging, but I am just at like 40% used, you know, 60% left. So I am enjoying that, like I said. The very, very last product, I'm a little bit sad about this that I didn't actually get to use it, but it's Lush's Elf Shake. I didn't even open it. It still has the seal on it, which I guess is good because then I know there no air has gotten into it. It'll probably last a little bit longer. It technically says best used by November 29th, 2023, so I probably should use this in the fall. And it looks like it's starting to settle some stuff at the bottom, so I probably should use it sooner than later. But I'm a little bit sad I didn't get to it, but also I couldn't really find a time where I could use it. Like I was really focused on trying to use up some of these other products because I'm so close to being done with them. And I was like, well, when do I use this? And I was like, well, I might as well use the product that's already open and I'm already in the middle of using. Oh, that actually reminds me, what is the product that was open and I was in the middle of using that I chose over Elf Shake? And that was this one. So this is the Native Body Wash in the Candy Shop collection, and this is the Strawberry and Vanilla Taffy. So I did start out with this completely full. I think I was right about here by July, and then now I'm currently here. So I've used about a third of it. And I just found myself going towards this one over opening up Elf Shake because this one was already open. I was already using it. So I was just like, it's easier to just go with this one than to try something new and to like open new packaging. So that was kind of my thinking. This is okay. Again, the Vanilla Taffy, there's a little bit of a something that to me reminds me a little of butter. I don't know if I'm just imagining things. This to me smells better when I smell it in the bottle and not as pleasant when I lather up with it. I still enjoy the lather and the body wash in general, but just the scent itself is a little bit disappointing. That was my take on this. So I don't know, in terms of body washes, Native, the scents for Native have kind of been a little bit disappointing, but I do actually like the body wash texture, consistency itself. So those are my thoughts on Native, in case you were wondering. All right, so that is it for my summer project, Use It Up for 2023. That's everything that I was able to finish, things that I'm still working on, kind of hints towards things I might be incorporating into my fall project, Use It Up. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in seeing more videos like these, especially my intro video for my fall project, Use It Up, I would love it if you clicked the like button to this to let me know that you enjoyed the video, and also hit the subscribe button so that way you can see when I upload new videos. All right, thank you so much. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I hope that if you worked on a project, Use It Up for the summer, that your project went well and that you've finished a lot of items. And yeah, I'll talk to you down in the comments and see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.